24 hours after WrestleMania, here we are back in New Orleans to talk about Raw after WrestleMania. How exactly did Monday Night Raw get us excited for a new season, for a new road to WrestleMania 35? What debuts did we see? What returns did we see? We'll talk about all of that tonight in your boy Alexa Man's Raw review. But first, a word from a hardcore legend.
Well, hello. It's the hardcore legend Mick Foley. And I want to tell you that you are watching your boy Alexa Man, the absolute best wrestling commentator on YouTube. It's just the best there is. It's the best there was. Best there ever will be, too, when it comes to wrestling commentators on YouTube. Alexa Man or nothing for me. Mick Foley, the hardcore legend. Have a nice day.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, your boy Alexa Man. No, I'm sorry. Sorry, Mick, I love you, but it's still Alexa Man. But you know what? Again, you're the only person that can pronounce my name wrong and it still be cool. This is your boy Alexa Man, and you are watching my WWE RAW After WrestleMania 34 review. We have a lot to discuss. So many returns, so many debuts. It was a great show, as every Raw After WrestleMania is. This is usually the show where we have the best crowd, one of, if not the best crowds in WWE all year. All year. This crowd did not disappoint. New Orleans, you brought it. You were an awesome crowd tonight, and I thank you for that. You were loud, you were awesome, and just for you, I have a rant that's going to be so appropriate. It's going to be so awesome that I hope you take it to heart and you know that I love you. But before we get to any of that, we are Worldwide Live! Ladies and gentlemen! Yes, I just did Titus Worldwide. I don't even know why I did it. It just fits so well. I'm just gonna go with that. But this is your boy Alexa Man, and you are watching my review. If this is the first time you're watching me, you just saw the very first Worldwide Live introduction. So if you want me to actually go worldwide, please subscribe and click that bell and help your boy get closer to 30,000 subscribers. I'm not that far from 25,000. But the goal is 30,000 subscribers. You know what? The goal really is as high as we can go. It can go as far as 100,000, a million. You know, I don't know, but let's see how far we can go, honestly. The temporary goal is 30,000 subscribers. Help your boy get there. Subscribe, like the video, click that bell. And if you really want to help be a part of your boy Alexa Man's brand, you can do a couple of things. You can follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on Twitter at DeluxeManVX1. Most importantly, you can buy yourself a Alexa Man t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees. You can also donate on my Patreon, my PayPal, everything down below in the description box. Please help expand the brand of your boy, Alexa Man. Let's go to live chat. Roll call! I love this. I love this portion of the live broadcast. Every time I get a chance to do this, I am very, very happy to do a live roll call of the chat, and I'm already getting super chats. Jesus Christ, guys! What is this, 4? Okay, let's do the super chats first, and then I'll do roll call. Rachel Buck, thank you for your $5 super chat. I think Iconic Duo will be on SmackDown Live tomorrow. Do you think so too, Alexa Man? I think they will. I think they would be awesome for SmackDown. Here's my prediction. We'll talk about the Superstar Shakeup. Why can't we just call it WWE Draft Shakeup? This is so dumb. We'll talk about the draft in just a second, but Iconic Duo definitely is coming up, and SmackDown will easily be a good spot for them. in my personal opinion. Okay, who's next? Because there's like 4 of them I gotta get to. The next one here is Brandon Reiner. $5. Thank you, man. Was hoping hard for a Balor heel turn as the close for Raw tonight. That would have been a great time to have him turn heel. Seriously. Because I think he's been lacking in terms of the character or interest department for a while. So it might be time to go ahead and let him be a heel. We turned Bray Wyatt babyface, so we need to have someone turn heel on Raw. Let's see here. What else we got? We got Hunter Cole. I have watched you for 3 years now, and I have not missed one review. Why, thank you, Mr. Hunter Cole. You are the GOAT, the greatest of all time, and please keep up the work. Thank you. Thank you, man. Who else we got? I think we got one more. Okay. No, we don't. We got 2 more. All right, let me be sure I catch all of these super chats. Lord have mercy. Jackie Hardinson. I think I said that right. Mr. Hardinson. S-Pod Key is now dead. We now have the Roman Reigns heat. Oh, boy, do we ever have the Roman Reigns heat. It is ever apparent that Roman Reigns heat is reigning supreme in 2018. This poor guy. I'm going to have a lot to say about him as well. I think that's all of them, actually. I thought I had one more. I feel like I'm missing somebody. I hope I'm not. I'm not. Okay. Guys, if I miss someone, please let me know. The live chat says I'm not. I think we're good. Okay. No more super chats. Fine. Roll call. Here we go. Roll call. We got The Fox. We got Tyler Marine. We got Charizard King 2002. Julius got Matan. Julius got Matan. Close enough. What's up, Julius? We got Ultra Shout. We got Who Wants to Walk with Elias. We got Finesse 65. Carlos Hill. What's going on, Mr. Finesse? We got Snugs, old channel. What's up, Snugs? We got James H. We got Bradley Xavier. Sydney McGonigal. Hey, Sydney, one of my patrons. Good to see you. Y2 Jake, 2002. Alex Shannon. Goku Black. The CD Project. DDT Shadale. Darius Gaston. Close enough. Zeon Smith. Oh my god, they're coming. Immortal God. Mr. Green. Big B Wolf. Some wrestling fan. For real, it says some wrestling fan. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Muhammad Kaki. Darius. I already said your name, Darius. Quit trying to confuse me. President A. Thomas LaMotta. Thomas LaMotta. I'm gonna go with that. Raheem Isaac. Sammy B. Alton M. Is it Alton M or Alton M? I'm gonna go with Alton. Isaiah Webb. Mr. Webb. Good to see you, buddy. Unbelievable. What's up? The Reaper of Real Talk. Nice name. Vexaleon. Baby. What's up, Vexaleon? Right Quick. Nice name. Chemo Embryo. I like your name, man. Good stuff. Super 57S. Alex D. Uchiha. Alex T. Uchiha. What's up, Alex? Great name, by the way. I love Alex's, because that happens to be my name. Anyways, Thomas, I already said your name. Jake. We got so many people here. Mostly everybody here was here during my WrestleMania review. So good to see all you guys again. This is... Wait. One more. Can you... Girl you... Alright, I got too many people here, guys. Look, I love you all. Thank you for joining me. Again, I always do this at the beginning of my live streams just to show you that I love you, just to show you that I care, and I see you, and I see what you're saying. So, let's get into it. We got some topics to get to before we get to the actual Raw review, so let's go ahead and get to that right now. First off, as you guys know, I uploaded a video before Raw announcing that Brock Lesnar has re-signed with the WWE, and it has been scheduled that he will fight Roman Reigns again at that greatest Royal Rumble pay-per-view on April 27th in Saudi Arabia. It will be a steel cage match, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. The idea, as we all know, is hopefully Roman Reigns will be cheered in Saudi Arabia, because he's not being cheered here in the States. I'm assuming that based off of that reaction, maybe they'll have an idea of where Roman Reigns is in terms of his presence as a superstar, his presence as a character on their TV set. So, if I'm going to be honest with you, early prediction, I don't think he wins. Like, the time to do it, the time to pull the trigger with Roman Reigns was at WrestleMania. I see people on Twitter telling me, well, Alex, man, they're going to have him win at Saudi Arabia because it's going to be in front of a crowd that likes him. No. See, here's my thing. One, to be real, this greatest Royal Rumble event just feels like a glorified house show. It feels like a glorified house show. If Roman Reigns is going to beat Brock Lesnar, it should be, in my opinion, on a pay-per-view, a legit WWE branded pay-per-view. That's just my opinion. And literally, that very Sunday, the very next Sunday after this event, is Backlash. So, we're going to have Roman Reigns beat Brock Lesnar, and then the very next week go into Backlash to fight Samoa Joe for the Universal Championship. Yeah, I don't see that happening. That just kind of gave it away. When what they did with Roman Reigns tonight and them setting up the match with Samoa Joe, I don't see Roman beating Brock Lesnar. I don't. And the way that promo went, yeah, it kind of sold me on it. So, yeah, this whole Roman Reigns experiment, wow, it's actually, I'll have a lot more to say when we get to the promo segment, but in terms of Roman, you Roman Reigns fans, you're probably not going to like where this is going. But me, I'm just going to be sitting here on my throne saying, I tried to tell y'all, but no one listened. As for Brock Lesnar, details on his contract situation are unknown as of right now. I have no idea how long he's going to be in WWE. I'm assuming, again, speculation, but I'm assuming that it's the same contract. 3 years, you wrestle 4 or 5 dates a year, you get paid $4 or $5 million, and then you do it for 3 years straight. So what, 2018 to 2021. And then if you want to renew it, you renew it then. Apparently, again, this information right now is very, very new. So it's not like official, but I'm just going off the details I got from MMA.com, MMAfighting.com, and WWE. But MMAfighting.com announced that Brock Lesnar's deal includes one UFC fight. So he will be fighting in UFC in the next 3 years. Sometime in the next 3 years. That will probably, I don't know if that will change or not. They might work that out. But that probably gives away that he's not going to be here short term. Think about that for a minute. If he's going to be fighting in UFC, I don't know if he's necessarily going to be here until SummerSlam, because that was the speculation. Everybody was saying he's just here for a short-term ride to drop the belt to somebody and then he's gone. I don't know if he's staying for a short-term ride. I think he's gonna be here for a while. Now, will it be 3 years? I have no idea. He might be here until WrestleMania. He might be here until next year's WrestleMania and then go, or he might be here until WrestleMania 36 and then go. But I don't think it's gonna be like 3 months and he's out, because that's basically SummerSlam. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's going to be at the very least, a year. So more details will come out, and when it comes out, I will have a lot more to say. But Brock Lesnar is staying. He ain't going nowhere. He is still WWE, and I don't know how you guys feel about it. I think a lot of you don't like it. I see a lot of you expressing yourselves in the live chat, and some of you are not even all that bothered by it. Some of you are just kind of like, it is what it is. Some of you hate it. Like, let me read you this comment from who said this is stupid. Who was that? Who said that this is stupid? I missed it. There's so many comments going on in this chat, y'all. Somebody in the live chat said it was stupid. Someone said WWE is wasting their time. There we go. It's Annie. Hey, Annie. Annie said this is stupid. And everybody else is just talking about my awesome African hair. Thank you. I appreciate that. Ultra Shadow says he's pissed. Elias says eh. James H says delete. Yeah. People are just kind of all over the place. Not a lot of people like it. Not a lot of people hate it. It's just whatever. So that's the first news. Next week, we got the Superstar Shakeup. So what will probably happen, and this is what I plan on doing. Next week's broadcasts won't be reviews. Monday and Tuesday, so Raw and SmackDown next week. During the shows, I will come up here and I will live react. So Monday and Tuesday will be live reactions. Monday will be a 3-hour live reaction, and Tuesday will be a 2-hour live reaction. And then after SmackDown on Tuesday, I will come up here and do a full analysis on the results of the shakeup, the draft. It's called the draft. I'll discuss my thoughts on certain wrestlers going to certain shows, how I feel about WWE's decisions, whether I think it's a good idea that maybe Rollins will go here or someone will go there. Someone's asking me about my predictions. I really don't know. I really don't know what to predict at this point. So we will see how things go in terms of the Superstar shake-up. But I will say this. There is one person I will draft from SmackDown, and I wouldn't even draft him to Raw. I would draft him straight to the trash can. Oh, you didn't know? Bam, 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 bam. You better get your ass off of SmackDown. Dun, 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 dun. I would get Road Dogg the hell out of there. I would draft him straight to Heroes of Wrestling. Yeah, because that's where he belongs. That's the only person that would get off of SmackDown today. Hashtag fire Road Dogg. Had to get that in there. Alright, so those are the only 2 bits of news we got. So again, next week's broadcast will be live reactions. We got Sydney McGonigal donating $5 to my super chat. Thank you, Sydney. I think they need to respect the Universal Championship belt more on Raw. I am fed up with it being underappreciated, not being used. I think we all are. Honestly, Sydney, it's... Cindy, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Nevin Alexis. What's going on, Nevin? Alex, I hate didn't show up tonight. What? I hate didn't show up tonight. Are you talking about Lesnar? I want to be sure, Nevin. Alex, I hate Lesnar didn't show up tonight. Inexcusable? I'm going to assume you're talking about Lesnar. Because Ronda was there. So I'm assuming that's who you're talking about. Let's see here. I want to be sure I don't miss any more super chats. Thank you everybody for the super chats, by the way. That's really awesome. Alright. So, let's get to it. Rant time. I have a serious issue with the way WWE introduces the crowd on the show. For these particular shows. Every single time we open the Raw after WrestleMania, the WWE goes out of their way to tell the viewers, that this crowd is bizarre. That this crowd is bonkers, crazy. Because they cheer the heels and they boo the baby faces. I'm sorry. Like, this is something that really, really bothers me. Now, I'm not someone that says I hate this. I'm not a hateful person. I don't like hating anything. I don't like certain things about life and people and things. Certain things annoy me. But you will hardly ever hear me say, I hate something. I absolutely hate it when the commentators go out of their way to tell the viewers that this is the most bizarre audience every year. No, this is not a bizarre audience. If anything, the audience that comes to Raw after WrestleMania, that is the most real fans you will ever get, period, throughout the entire show. I love this episode because I know the fans that go here are the real wrestling fans. Seriously, these fans that come from all over the world. This is not just people from New Orleans. It's from Chicago, from Philly, from New York, from Houston, from across seas, the UK, from Australia, from Japan. These are people who are legit WrestleMania fans, who are paying hundreds to thousands of dollars for access for NXT, for WrestleMania, and for the Raw after WrestleMania, and SmackDown tomorrow. And you have the audacity, you have the balls, you have the disrespect to say that these guys are crazy, that they are bizarre, because they have passion, because they feel a certain way that you don't want them to feel. Who the hell do you think you are? Who the hell do you think you are, WWE, to disrespect your own audience this way? I swear to Christ, WWE sometimes, most of the time really, but sometimes, to me, is perhaps the worst entertainment entity with the way they treat their fans. I don't see anybody else. I don't see any other entertainment industry, entertainment entity that treats their fans as bad as WWE does. And they do it because they think we take it. They do it because they think they can get away with it. And it always backfires. It always bites them in the ass. It always comes back and it always hits them in the face. And then WWE wonders why they struggle so much. You wonder why your network subscriptions don't go higher. You wonder why you have to go out of your way and force feed people like Roman Reigns down our throats because we refuse to like them. This is because you don't show us the respect that we need. This is why NXT TakeOver is constantly kicking your ass at WrestleMania weekends. Because Triple H at the very least respects us. He might not like us. Nobody has to like anybody in this world. But respect will get you far in life. Triple H, I can tell, respects the fans. And I thank him for that. Every single time he has NXT TakeOver, he gives us some of the best shows we've ever seen. And I still, to this day, think NXT TakeOver has kicked the ass of WrestleMania every single time it's gone up against it. Especially this year. NXT TakeOver New Orleans, and I still believe, is one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life. I don't care if people hate that I say that. I don't care if you feel like I'm overrating it. That's how I feel. And if you have a problem with that, you can go cry on a pillow, because I'm not changing my opinion for you to make you happy. It just really bothers me that these fans are spending thousands of dollars to go to all these shows. Then they sit through a 7-hour WrestleMania, which is ridiculous. Sometimes, see, I'm thinking they were there when the show was on. Some people are there early. Some people are there 12 to 12. These are people who are spending valuable time to come see you. 7 hours. And then they want to come see you again the very next night for 3 hours of Raw. And they don't need to do that. They can come home and watch it just like me. But they want to go see you. Valuable time with their families. And you have the balls to say that they are bizarre. Sometimes, WWE, you truly are the sorriest sacks of shits that I have ever seen. And you should be ashamed of yourself. And I don't care whoever's hearing this. You deserve every single ounce of disrespect that these fans will give you with the way you treat them. And I'm sick and tired of it. I don't ever want to hear these commentators call these fans bizarre ever again. You either show them the respect that they deserve, or every time they hijack a show, every single time they go out of their way to boo people you don't want them to boo, I'm going to be sitting right here saying you deserve it. Because you don't show them the respect that they should innately receive. Now look, some fans, I get it. They want to jump over the barricade and enter the ring and put their hands on superstars. Screw them. Like, those fans can go straight to hell. You can beat the hell out of them. You can ban them. Do whatever you want. I'm not even going to hate on you for trying to ban beach balls. I'm personally not a fan of beach balls. I think beach balls are disrespectful. Now, that is also your fault because you play into that. You tell the fans that it's okay to have beach balls. When you have superstars like Chris Jericho and Cena, say, hey, a beach ball. You create your own problems sometimes. But in the case of beach balls and fans jumping barricades, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I got you. But when they're just there and they're booing Roman Reigns, and you hate that, boo-hoo. Maybe you should do a better job of booking Roman Reigns. Or maybe turning him heel and let the fans boo him, so they can eventually get tired of booing him and see him for the superstar that he is, and then they'll start to like him actually. But no, you want to force feed him, because you have to. Because you're disrespectful. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. I'm tired of it. I don't ever want to hear you call fans like this bizarre. You should be on your knees thanking these fans for how much they love wrestling. Because God knows you're not growing your audience all that much. Sorry about that. Live chat is going crazy. Live chat is going crazy. Pipe bomb. Thank you. Pipe bomb. That's right. Pipe freaking bomb. I hope someone records all of that. Matter of fact, if someone can do me a favor when this podcast is over, see if you can snippet that section and send it to me. You can send it to me over Twitter. You can send it to me over, I think, Facebook. I want someone to save me the time of doing it and just do it for me. Like, you might have to download this. I don't know how you're going to be able to do it. But if you're able to find a good time to snippet that part out so I can save it, I would really appreciate it. But yeah, they loved it. Live chat loved it. I'm happy I can give you that pipe bomb. All right. Enough. Thank you. I appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get to it. Let's go ahead and get to this Raw. Because despite my rant, I really enjoyed Raw. I thought Raw was good tonight. It was a very enjoyable show. I don't have anything really to complain about. I'm just going to talk. So let's get right into it. We open up Monday Night Raw, the Raw After WrestleMania, in front of this beautiful, beautiful audience known as New Orleans, with Stephanie McMahon, a humbled and broken arm Stephanie McMahon. She has a cast over her arm. She's walking. She's so beaten, so defeated. She's getting booed. She gets into the ring, and before she can even say a word, it's just raining boos on her. And you tapped out chants. It's awesome. And to her credit, to Stephanie's credit, she worked that crowd as a villain. Stephanie, see, this is what I want to say about Stephanie. When she's working as the villain, when she's doing her job to take the heat and not be a babyface, when she's working in the role that she should be working in, she's amazing. Stephanie should never, ever, well, unless for that 1% time where it's called for, she should never be the babyface. Never. She is forever to me the heel. And she should be. She's a great heel. She's a great villain. She's like Maleficent. She's the Maleficent of WWE. And Maleficent should never be a good person. If you saw the movie, I'm sorry. I hated that movie. The live-action Maleficent movie with Angelina Jolie, I hated that movie. I thought it was stupid. Maleficent should never be sympathetic. She should be evil. That's her role. That is her role. So, she's great at what she does as a villain. So she's talking. The crowd gets tired of her. They start chanting, "Shut the fuck up." And it's really, really cool. She brings out Ronda Rousey. And she starts buttering her up. She's like, "This is Ronda Rousey. She's going to make us a lot of money. And Ronda, all you have to do is join the Authority. You beat us. You were the better woman at WrestleMania. It's now time to look to the future. Let's put the past behind us. Let's let bygones be bygones. Join the Authority. We'll put the machine behind you. We'll make you a star." Buttering her up, trying to create the idea that everything is cool. And then they hug, they shake hands, and everybody's booing, and then Ronda switches on her. She goes from smile to, she just switched on her. Her facial expressions were awesome. And then, just like at WrestleMania, she rolls her up, hooks her in the arm breaker, and proceeds to break her arm again. This is just like the night Austin won the championship, and the moment after, the WrestleMania, that was WrestleMania 14, I believe. So, the Monday Night Raw, after WrestleMania 14, Vince McMahon is talking to Austin, "You're going to be the corporate champion that I envisioned you would be." Austin proceeded to stun Vince McMahon. He proceeded to stun him. He proceeded to raise hell and let the audience know, "Nah, I'm not with him." This is basically that. So if you haven't figured it out yet, Stephanie McMahon and Ronda Rousey, they are the modern day Vince McMahon and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Sure. Honestly, I can see that working. I can see Ronda Rousey and Stephanie McMahon having a very long-term feud that expands throughout at least 2-3 years. Now, hopefully it doesn't lead to Ronda turning heel and joining Stephanie. That would probably be a bad idea. But I don't mind it. I think these two can make this work. I think there is enough chemistry between Stephanie and Ronda to really stretch this out for a good 1 or 2 years. You can have Stephanie send someone after her. Bring back Karma, have her go after Ronda. Turn Nia Jax heel, have her go after Ronda. We have Sasha Banks, have her go after Ronda. Turn Bayley heel, have her go after Ronda. We can do so many things with the Stephanie McMahon and Ronda Rousey feud. I'm cool with it. So, yeah, absolutely. I am very pleased with what they're doing with Ronda and Stephanie, and I look forward to seeing where it goes. That was the first segment. The next segment we got was a Nia Jax segment. So Nia Jax comes out, and she gets a nice reception. The crowd was very nice to her. They gave her a "You Deserve It" chant. She was smiling, almost in tears. It was really, really cool. It's nice to see someone like Nia Jax finally get some respect, because the whole ordeal with her last year when she left WWE because she wasn't getting the respect that she deserved. You know what? And people were saying it's not real. Yeah, right. I was one of the people saying, you know what? She's right. She isn't getting the respect she deserved. She's a monster. This woman could be fighting men, believably, and beating them. And she's losing to all these scrawny little sticks, mannequins. She should be a monster among women. Yes, Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman is the monster among men. Nia Jax, she should be the monster among women. But she wasn't getting that. Now she is. And the crowds so far are giving her a lot of respect. So, Miss Ham is showing them how to ham it up. Ham? So good stuff for her. We got Alexa Bliss coming out with Mickie James. They still have yet to explain why Mickie James is with Nia Jax. Super chat from Mr. Elias. Oh my God, thank you, Elias. Did you see JoJo? Did you see what JoJo said about respecting Stephanie? That was BS. I didn't even talk about that. Thank you for bringing that up. So after Stephanie, going back to the first segment, after Stephanie was beat up and she's carried out, JoJo announces on the sound system, "Will you all please show respect to Stephanie McMahon?" I remember tweeting, did JoJo just turn heel? I think JoJo turned heel. Now, clearly storyline wise, she was protecting her job. She was trying to kiss up to her boss so she doesn't get fired. So I get that. But it just kind of seems so out there. Like, really? Like, you're going to ask us to respect this bitch? Right now? After what she did? So I don't know. I just thought that was... that was interesting. But thank you, Elias, for your super chat donation. So back to Mrs. Nia Jax. Alexa Bliss comes out with Mickie James. Don't know why they're together. And then she basically calls her fat. She says, "You're twice the size as Mickie James and 3 times my size. Because you're fat." And Nia Jax basically said, "Well, look, I'm women's champion. You're a bitch." Although the crowd chanted asshole at her. They actually started chanting asshole at Alexa. And then she says, "You're going to have a match with me and this partner." She brings in the newest member of the women's roster, the debut of Ember Moon. Ember Moon debuted tonight on Monday Night Raw. Got a great reaction. Great reaction. And I'm happy for her, man. She looked awesome, by the way. She looked good. She worked a really smooth match with Alexa. And I had to look this up, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is Ember Moon shorter than Alexa Bliss? Give me a second. Let me check this out. How tall is Alexa Bliss?
Alexa Bliss is 5 feet 1 inch tall.
Okay. How tall is Ember Moon?
Ember Moon is 5 feet 1 inch tall.
Oh, so they're about the same height. Okay. I guess Alexa was wearing high heels, but they're basically the same height. At first, I was about to say Ember Moon is shorter than Alexa Bliss. How is that possible? No, she's not shorter than her. They're about the same height. So, hey Alexa, pick on someone your own size, huh? Sorry, that was lame. Let's just get to this. So Ember Moon looked great, and she hit the Eclipse, and it was awesome. Ember Moon is here. Ember Moon is gonna tear the house down on Raw. I think she's gonna be great. I'm very worried about her character. Super chat. Glad to see Ember Moon on Raw tonight. Aaron, is it Sherwood? Sherwood. I'm gonna hopefully think that's the way you say your last name. But Aaron coming in with that Sailor Moon joke there. Respect, buddy. Respect. They're doing smash and pass in the live chat, apparently. You guys have fun with that. But yeah, Ember Moon looked great. She's going to be awesome on the main roster. And then we get a heartbreaker. We got a heartbreaker, guys. After having the Miracle on Bourbon Street in New Orleans, Nicholas, after accomplishing the dream of every 10-year-old boy, was forced to vacate the tag team championships because his school schedule of being a 4th grader interfered with his dream of being a professional wrestler. Not since the retirement of Daniel Bryan have our souls been crushed. But do not worry. Nicholas will one day return. And when he does, everyone will be catching these hands. And your boy Deluxe Man will be his advocate for the reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Champion Nicholas. Sorry, I had to. No, for real. It was crazy seeing the reaction Nicholas got. 10-year-old Nicholas. That was cool. Listen, this whole Nicholas and Braun Strowman thing, I don't really know if I can say it was great, if it was awesome. There's a side of me that kind of wishes Nicholas got the pin last night, but then that would have buried the bar. I don't know how I feel about the idea of it, but the respect and the reaction and the love he's been getting has been awesome. I love that. Like, fans sometimes can be cruel, but then there are moments like this where they are just the best thing in the world. And this kid is gonna remember this for the rest of his life. This kid is gonna go places. This kid is going to feel loved because of how much this audience is respecting him. So Nicholas, man, you're gonna do great things. But yeah, him and Braun Strowman gave up those tag team belts. This angle didn't last long. And I did love him saying, "Get these hands." That was awesome. But we're doing a tournament now to determine new tag team champions, and they will be determined at that Saudi Arabia show. So there you go. No Way Jose debuted on Raw. Yeah, No Way Jose. Does anybody care? No? No, wait. Jose. No, wait. Jose. No, I don't see anybody dancing. Look, No Way Jose is no different than the Funkasaurus, than Fandango, than Adam Rose. He is what it is. He's a gimmick there to have fun. He serves his role. That's about it. Not the greatest fan of Jose, but I respect what he does, and I think he's good at it. Super chat from Mr. Jarrett Simmons. Be my advocate, Deluxe, man. Haven't you heard? TNA is hiring. Oh my god. When I talk about Owens and Sami Zayn, that's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome to talk about. I gotta mention that. We got a TNA mention tonight. My goodness. We'll get to that in just a second. But yeah, man. We're doing a tournament. And then No Way Jose came in. No Way Jose is what it is. I've got nothing else to say about him. He beat some local jobber. And yeah. No Way Jose. No Way Jose. The Revival took on the Good Brothers in the first tournament match to determine the new tag team champions. And they won. Revival won. They need to do something with the Revival. We gotta get them some kind of, I don't know, gimmick, story. They're just bleh. One of the greatest tag teams I've ever seen are just vanilla and boring on Monday Night Raw. And the thing is, these guys didn't come from the indies. They come from NXT. These are your creations, WWE. What the fuck? And we like them. Then we got this segment. We got Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, and The Miz, who all three had a great opener at WrestleMania last night. To me, it is one of the best openers we've seen in a while. Is it one of the greatest of all time? Brian and the Heart say hi, of course. But yeah, it was definitely one of the best ones we've seen. That's for sure. But anyways, Rollins comes out. He gets a strong reaction. And it's gotta be the loudest Burn It Down I've heard ever. Like, it's to the point now where when that theme song hits, it's become a staple. Every time that theme song hits, be ready for the Burn It Down. And he's starting to incorporate it into his actual character, into his actual moveset. Like, before he does the curve stomp, he does the 3 stomps. Burn it down! Burn it down! Burn it down! Like, that's pretty cool. I like that. And it fits him. He's a guy that, yes, he's considered an architect, but he likes to be rebellious. He likes to create chaos. That is Seth Rollins. That is what makes him a badass. So, this whole Burn It Down thing is getting over. He's getting over. This crowd was giving so many people so much love tonight, which is why I hate when they call this crowd bizarre. I really do. It's so disrespectful. It really is. I mean, Rollins went out there and called himself Grand Slam Rollins. Grand Slam Robbins? Yeah, Grand Slam Robbins, sorry. Grand Slam Rollins. Because he's a Grand Slam champion. And they chanted Grand Slam Rollins. Grand Slam Rollins. Because they respect him. How is that bizarre, WWE? He got his time to shine. It was cool. I'm happy for Rollins. It's about time he reached this level of respect. Because here's my thing. Let's talk about this for a minute. The last time Rollins was disrespected, got this kind of reaction, was when he returned from injury in 2016. And they wouldn't turn him babyface. Okay? And they kept him a heel. And then he lost some momentum. And then he got so-so reactions. And then he didn't get it back until now. Think about that. He got this reaction in 2016 when he returned from injury. And then they wouldn't turn him babyface. And then they waited until they turned babyface around, like, the fall. And then he didn't get this momentum back until 2 years later. This is why you need to strike when the iron is hot. So you wouldn't have to go through all that. He could have been over by now. But no, we had to do things the WWE way, which is the wrong way. And then wait until it was 2 years later to get him back to where he was. So he is now officially back to where he was in 2016 when he came back from injury. That's why it's important to turn them when it was important. But anyways, out walks Finn Balor and The Miz. Let's see here. I don't really have much to say about Finn Balor. We need to go ahead and turn him heel. Look, I said this on Twitter. When he came out, I actually thought he was going to turn heel. I was thinking to myself, he's about to turn heel. I think. He should. He should turn heel. I don't think he is, though. I think we're setting up Ambrose to come in and turn heel on Rollins. Maybe that's why we haven't turned Finn Balor heel yet, but he should turn heel. Matter of fact, tell you what, I think Finn Balor should go to SmackDown. There you go. Finn Balor should go to SmackDown, and he should turn heel on SmackDown. So should Cesaro. But no, we can't send Cesaro to SmackDown because he'll probably still be on freaking Raw because he's competing in that goddamn tag team championship match at Saudi Arabia. Sorry. But Finn Balor should definitely go to SmackDown. Should. But he probably won't because he's competing for the IC championship. God damn it. We'll find out how things work next week. But I would easily send Finn Balor to SmackDown. That's just me. That's just me. That's what I would do. Miz came out, cut an awesome promo, said he is the only reason why the IC championship is the most prestigious championship in the company, and the crowd applauded him. I applauded him because I agree with them. He mentioned his daughter, Monroe Sky. Congratulations, by the way. And he got kids chant that he stole from Heath Slater. And then he proceeds to tell, I love this, he proceeds to tell the audience that the loss that he suffered at WrestleMania was so devastating it made his daughter cry, which made his wife, Maurice, cry, which then made him cry. And then Rollins responded back by saying, "Oh man, you cried, Miz? You know what? I'm so happy you admit you cried because that's what we do every single time we watch you wrestle." Dang! Burn it down. It was a nasty burn, for sure. That was an awesome retort. I love that. That was a great line. And basically, they just announced that we're going to do this match again at Backlash. So apparently, we're going to do Miz, Balor, and Rollins again at Backlash. You know what? Screw it. Why not? They had an awesome match at WrestleMania. Let's do it again at Backlash. I think these three will tear the house down when they get the opportunity to. Alright, let's see here. I think that's everything. They have a 6-man tag match later on involving, Jeff Hardy. I'm forgetting a very important return. So, the segment goes off, and then they start brawling. And then next thing you know, we hear the Hardy Boys music, and out walks Jeff Hardy, Brother Nero. Brother Nero! Great reaction, and they have a 6-man tag later on in the night. Which, honestly, I can talk about now, because there's not much else to say about it. So, skipping ahead to the match of the ending match, the last match of the night, we see Jeff Hardy interacting backstage with Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy. Because, Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt are now a tag team. He's now a part of the Woken universe. And Bray Wyatt calls Jeff Hardy Brother Nero. And then they start talking in their broken Woken universe language. Obsolete, delete, wonderful. And the conversation it's so wacky and out there that I loved it. It just fits so well. And then they go off, and then we pan over to Rollins and Finn Balor looking like, what the hell is going on? It was awesome. It was great. I loved that. I thought that was such a good moment. Probably one of the best moments of the night for me. And then we have Rollins, Finn Balor, and Jeff Hardy defeating the Miz Taraj. And then Miz basically getting his butt kicked. Jeff Hardy hitting swanton bombs. It was great. It was a great sequence. A series of segments to see with the return of Jeff Hardy. So that was cool. That was very, very entertaining. I thought it was great. Man. Live chat continues to play Pass or Smash, apparently. I don't know who they're on right now, but I'm going to let them have their fun. 'Cause I'm about to have fun. Well, not really, because we have a certain retirement segment next to talk about. Here we go. Mandy Rose took on Sasha Banks, and Bayley comes out to be in Sasha Banks' corner. For the love of God, how long are we going to drag this out? How long do you plan on having Sasha and Bayley continue to screw each other over and have all these mishaps and stuff? Why are they continuing to be around each other? I, at this point, am getting sick and tired of seeing these two still squabble. Turn one of them heel. Seriously, I am just at my wit's end with this story. You've been building this up since 2016. Turn one of them heel. Please. One of them needs to turn heel. I don't care if it's Bayley. I don't care if it's Sasha. You know what? Sasha lost the match tonight because Bayley accidentally clotheslined her. I don't know why she was out there trying to help out Sasha to begin with. I thought she hated her. Didn't she screw her over at WrestleMania in the Battle Royal? Why are they still trying to work things out? None of this makes any sense. This is dumb. Turn one of them heel. For the love of God. Let it be Sasha. She lost the match. She screwed up having, interacted with Bayley. I don't know. Turn Sasha heel. Or turn Bayley heel. Turn one of them heel. Turn one of them heel. I don't care. Turn one of them heel. Hashtag. Turn these bitches heel. No, don't put that. Hashtag turn one of them heel. Whatever. So, that's that. After Mandy Rose beats Sasha Banks, Absolution leaves the ring. And Paige is standing in the center of it. And as soon as I saw that, I knew, oh Lord, she's about to retire. We knew back in, I think, January, that Paige was basically told she would not be wrestling again. Super chat by Mr. Stephen Bram. Bray and Matt's finisher should be called the Twisted Sister. I love that. I see you, Mr. Stephen Bram. I see you. For real, man. Alright. Yeah, as soon as I saw Paige, I already knew she's about to retire. She is about to retire. So she starts talking, and she announces that she will no longer be wrestling, competing inside a WWE ring. Her latest injury has ended her career at the age of 25. At the age of 25. Now, at first, I was upset that they had her wait until after WrestleMania to make this announcement, to make this retirement. Bryan didn't do that. They had Bryan retire immediately the day he knew. They made Paige wait, which I thought was kind of messed up. But I will admit, it does make a lot more sense. It is more appropriate to have her retire on the Raw after WrestleMania because that's when she debuted in 2014, 4 years ago. So I'll let that slide because of how appropriate the timing was. But she's out there. She's talking about how she had a great 4 years, how she made history on NXT and being Divas Champion, who she worked with, being what she called a flag carrier for the Women's Revolution, hashtag Give Divas a Chance, all that jazz. She sheds tears. And the audience, once again, I love this audience. They start chanting, "Thank you, Paige," and "This is your house." That poor girl was all emotional. She thanks Daniel Bryan and Edge for, being there for her, showing her support. And she really, really gives big thanks to Daniel Bryan because she actually has hope that she could one day return because of what Bryan did. So she has hope that she would probably come back. I don't know if that's possible because of what she has. She has spinal stenosis and then you got the neck injury. She has a lot of injuries. I don't know if they'll actually let her come back. I'm not too sure. She's only 25 years old, though. She's only 25 years old, y'all. There's gotta be hope for her. There's gotta be hope that they'll let her wrestle again. With that said, though, this was a very sad moment. I did feel bad for her. It was a very, very good retirement speech. The crowd showed her a lot of love. It's good that it's out there now. It's good that it's out there. I gotta be honest. And I didn't know if I was gonna talk about this or not. I am gonna talk about it. I gotta be honest. I'm a bit worried about Paige. I'm a bit worried about the mental state of Miss Knight, if you will. This kind of thing, having wrestlers retire, it's not easy. Okay? This was traumatic for Daniel Bryan when he retired in 2016. And understand this. This guy was in his 30s. Bryan was at a point in his career, went to WrestleMania, had his big moment, his run on the indie scene. He won every single championship he can possibly win. He's a Grand Slam champion. Yeah, Bryan could have easily called it a day. Easily called it a day after he retired in 2016. But that was not what he wanted to do because this is all he could do. This is everything. This is everything to him. Wrestling is everything to Daniel Bryan. So it was literally telling the world, I am giving up my life, my livelihood. That's not easy to do. Especially when you're 30, 35, 36. Not easy for him. Now, he came back. So that's that. But this is Paige. This is basically the same thing happening to Paige. Paige is not an actor. Paige is not a singer. Paige is not anything but a wrestler. Her family, the Knights, are known for wrestling. Her livelihood is wrestling. And WWE just told her she could not do that anymore. And this is the same girl that went through an abusive relationship with Alberto Del Rio and many other things. She has not had the easiest life. They're doing a movie on it. Might go see it. This girl's mental state is not the greatest in the world. And now she has to live with the fact that at the age of 25, her dream is over. And now she has to spend the rest of her life knowing that she will not be able to live her dream. That is not going to be easy. That's going to be traumatic. That's going to be hard on her. I am scared. Someone needs to be around her. And I say this because I'm going to be real with you. She hasn't been looking good. I know a lot of people saying she looks great. No, she doesn't. I don't think Paige has been looking good since she returned. There's something off about Paige. There's something not right with her. I don't know what it is, but she doesn't look like the Paige that I became a fan of in like 2013, 2014. Not the same Paige. Okay, she looks like she's older. It feels like she's getting older and she's only 25. She looks older than me. I'm older than Paige. And she looks older than me. That's not good. Granted, I look like I'm 16. And I sound like I'm 20. But Paige, she looks like she's 38. And she's 25. Something's not right. I'm worried. So you'll have to excuse me if I'm a bit concerned for Paige's mental health. But maybe there's hope. So my question to you, live chat, people watching this video afterwards, do you see Paige returning? Do you see a possibility of Paige coming back to a WWE ring? Should she come back to a WWE ring? That's my question to you. I'm going to let the live chat go crazy over that. I your boy Alexa Man, I'm going to continue this because we got a lot more to talk about. So, Elias. Mother freaking Elias. This man, this beautiful, beautiful man has managed to make himself one of the best parts of WWE in the span of a year. Elias debuted on the main roster last year. On this night, I believed. Within 1 year, he has become one of the highest acts on the entire show. On WWE programming. Period. Every time he goes out there, he gets a reaction. Every time he chants, "Who wants to walk with Elias?" the crowd says it with him, especially tonight. And then he asks the crowd, WWE stands for Walk with Elias, and they were loud. Even he was like, wow. You know? It was one of the biggest reactions of the night. It was one of his biggest reactions, period. And then, I wasn't going to say this, but you know what? I'm going to say it. It's gotten to the point with Elias where I don't think he's ever going to be booed again. The fans don't want to boo him no more. Granted, this was, in front of a crowd that is the real wrestling audience. We know how good these guys are. We're not ready to boo him no more. This is Rusev Day. This is Rusev Day over again, but this time on Raw. He's great. We love him. We decided to get behind him. We're not going to boo him. We're not going to boo Elias. Let me show you how over he was. When he called New Orleans scumbags, they started chanting, "We are scumbags." He called us scumbags, and we're like, "Yeah, you're right, we're scumbags." Yay, Elias! It's what are we doing? I'm flailing my arms around, and I'm just trying to figure out what are we doing with Elias right now? Like, this is amazing. Let's just run with this. Let's run with it. This is, you know what I'm getting vibes of? I'm getting vibes of Rollins from 2016. We need to run with this. Screw it. Like, you're fine. Okay, he's a heel. Let's just change it up. Make him a babyface now, and let's run with it. We need to run with this. And then that whole line where he said, "I like to punch you in the face." Okay, apparently I missed the super chat. Let me go back and catch it. But that whole line about "I like to punch you in the face," freaking ridiculous, man. Let's see. Mac Ram, super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Mr. Mac Ram. Notice Woods playing the Dragon Zord theme on his trumpet last night when calling for the Pancake guys. I did. I thought that was awesome. I thought that was great. I love when freaking Xavier does that. I would love it even more if he didn't block me on Twitter. Brandon Reiner, "We are scumbags" chant was awesome. Yes, it was. That chant was amazing. This was an awesome crowd. Like, you should like crowds like this, WWE. We're not bizarre. This is how the real crowd should be. Damn. But yeah, Elias got an amazing reception. I want to see him grow more. However, what was even more amazing than Elias was a certain return that interrupted Elias. Bobby freaking Lashley. Holy shite. Bobby Lashley came back, and he got the biggest pop of the night. Like, the literal biggest pop of the night went to Bobby Lashley's return. He came out, he hit a beautiful stalling suplex. I think he held Elias up in that suplex position for I dare say 30 to 45 seconds. Next time he does that, we need to do a countdown. We need to do a countdown to see how long he can hold them up. It's kind of like Cesaro's swing. I'm so pissed off that they stopped doing Cesaro's swing. I'm so pissed off about that. That's so stupid. Why did we stop doing Cesaro's swing? Oh my goodness, why are we taking the good things away from talent that actually helped them get over? That makes no sense to me. It really doesn't make any sense. The Cesaro swing was the best thing about Cesaro, and they took it away from him. Fine. The stalling suplex for Lashley, let's get that countdown. 30, 45, 60 seconds. I want to see how long we can get these guys up, but he looked great! Like, those of you who haven't been watching Lashley after he left WWE in 2007, by the way he left in 2007 was bad. He was dealt a bad hand. I hated how he was, taken out of the company. I hated how he left. I'm happy he's getting a second run. He deserves to have a second run. I don't know if he'll be a heel or a babyface, but personally, I hope he's a heel, because that means he doesn't have to talk. He doesn't need to talk at all. So, welcome back. You deserve to have a legit run with... Honestly, I would have him beat Lesnar. I'm going to say it right now. I hope he beats Lesnar for that Universal Championship. He needs to. He deserves to have a legit run with that. One legit run with that Universal Championship. He looks like he could. And you know what? I will say this too. All the conspiracy theorists that WWE doesn't make black man champion, well, Bobby Lashley is straight up black. Pure black. Parents are black. African American descent. If you want to make a world champion out of somebody, Bobby Lashley, he's your guy. That can be the official, very first, pure black wrestler. The Rock is a black wrestler. Look, this whole idea that WWE's never had black champions, The Rock is black. But he's not pure black. He's Samoan and black. Bobby Lashley would be the very first pure black man that can be a world champion. So, we can get that. The last thing... We got a couple more things to talk about. We also had the debut of Authors of Pain, who came in and destroyed Slater and Rhino as one of the matches for this tournament. And after they beat Slater and Rhino, they abandoned Paul Ellering. Because Paul Ellering doesn't like to travel. He's unable to travel. He's unable to travel too much. And if he was on the road, he would have to travel all the time. So basically, he's not going to be traveling, and he'll be back on NXT to help out with a different tag team. I'm scared, very scared for the Authors of Pain now. Because it might end up becoming like the Ascension. Oh, Lord. Great. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. They appeared on Raw. They're backstage, and they're asking Kurt Angle for a job. They're like, give me a job, man. Give us a job, man. Give us a job. Give us a job, man. Give us a job. And they're just like, no. Kurt Angle's like, I'm not going to give you a job. This is the line of the night. This is the line of the night. I'm not going to give you a job because my tag team division is full. But I know TNA is hiring. I swear to God, that's exactly what Kurt Angle said. He dropped TNA on TV. That got a huge reaction. I was like, what? Did he just say TNA? Did they just name drop TNA? Now they can say TNA. First off, they have Jeff Jarrett, who is the owner of TNA, so they're allowed to say TNA legally. But even if they couldn't because they didn't have Jeff Jarrett, they could still say it because Impact Wrestling doesn't go by TNA anymore. They go by Impact Wrestling. So regardless, they can drop TNA now, which I thought that was so good that we're able to say TNA now. We can say TNA. That was great. But I hear TNA's hiring, and then the crowd went crazy over that. But then he gave Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens a one-on-one match to determine who would get a job on Raw. Whoever wins the match gets a job on Raw. And the other one's fired. Super chat from Mrs. Rachel Buck. Do you think AOP will join Roman Reigns? You're assuming that Roman Reigns will turn heel and then he'll make a stable out of AOP, which honestly sounds amazing. Roman Reigns with AOP and the Usos? Oh! I'm there. But no, I do not think that's going to happen. But thank you for that. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have their match. It's a great match, by the way. They always have great matches. Great to awesome matches. Fantastic matches. The thing is, neither one of them won. It ended in a double count out. A double count out because either one of them answered the 10 count. So, it ended in a draw, and both of them still don't have a job. I don't know where this is going. But let's see where it goes tomorrow night on SmackDown. Yeah. Sorry, Sami. Sorry, Kevin. Sorry, buddies. It is what it is. I'm starting to feel a little bad for them. I really am. Okay, so let's talk about this tag team segment here, and then we'll have a large discussion on Mr. Roman Reigns. I'm saving him last for a reason. So, Bray Wyatt and Broken Matt Hardy, who, again, the new pairing in the Woken universe, they took on Titus Worldwide. And during the match, we had a dual chant of Titus Worldwide. Well, it's Worldwide Delete! Worldwide Delete! Worldwide! And the crowd did it. They reacted to everything. Because this crowd is awesome. The crowd did it, man. They did it. And it was wonderful. It was awesome. I will say this. I might not be a fan of what they're doing with Titus and Apollo. I still think Apollo deserves to have a singles run. But for what they're given, for the material Titus and Apollo are given, they are making the most out of it, and for that, I appreciate them for it. I do. I still feel like Titus's best run was with Darren Young. Primetime players you can't beat. You can't beat the primetime players. That was an awesome tag team. But what they're doing with Titus and Apollo, it's not bad. Material sucks, but what they're doing is not bad. This was a fun match. This was very fun. You had them going out there, interacting with each other. I think Apollo did that really awesome cartwheel backflip that he does. And then afterwards, you see Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, wonderful! And then they applaud, and then the whole audience applauds with them, and then everybody just starts clapping. I thought that was awesome. That's one of those moments where I go, I love being a wrestling fan. That was a great moment for them. The crowd loved Bray Wyatt. Let me just say this. Him turning babyface was exactly what he needed. Bray Wyatt turning babyface was exactly what he needed. He got great chance. He's got the whole world in his hands. He got delete chance. Everything he did got a reaction. This is exactly what he needed. And you know what? Him teaming with Broken Matt Hardy might have revitalized his career because he's interesting now. This pairing is interesting. I want to see where this goes. I love this. I love Wyatt Hardy's. I think that's going to be great. I think that's going to be amazing. I loved it. Now, Broken Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt won. They might end up being the new tag team champions. I'm completely fine with that. I am completely fine with that. I hope they do win. I hope they do beat Cesaro and Sheamus. I hope so. Because that's awesome. That's really, really awesome. So, I think that's everything. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the segment. Let's talk about Mr. Roman Reigns. Let me be sure I'm not missing any super chats. I think we're good. Yep. Mr. Roman Reigns, let's have a conversation. So, the last segment that I'm going to talk about, Roman Reigns comes out. And as you can imagine, he's booed. But see, this time when he's booed, it's not one of those, some people are cheering him, some people are booing him. No. It is unanimously 100% boos. It was white heat. It was one of those kind of reactions that you see a wrestler get and you go, ooh, that's not good. I actually felt sorry for Roman Reigns. The heat he got was unbearably ridiculous. Now, here's the thing though. He deserved it. No, okay, let me take that back. The talent didn't deserve it. The character did. to me, the character has been so poorly booked. It's one of those things where you go, this is what you get. Roman Reigns now has white heat. This is supposed to be your top babyface. This is supposed to be your guy. And he got white heat. Go away heat. Screw X-Pac heat. Everybody talking about X-Pac heat. He's so hated that fans want him to go away. That term is dead. Modern day heat this bad will now be known as Roman heat. Or Reigns heat. Or Roman Reigns heat. I don't know what works for you. You guys tell me what you prefer. Hashtag Roman heat. Hashtag Reigns heat. Hashtag Roman Reigns heat. You tell me down below. But this guy goes out there and he's trying to talk. The crowd's booing him just like last year. Just like last year. They're booing him. He can't say a word. And he's over there talking about some WWE showing favoritism to Brock Lesnar. But he's not here. He's not here, but I'm here. I'm here and he's not. I'm here. I'm here. He's not here. I'm here. He's not. So I'm a better person because I'm here and he's not. No, you're not, Roman. You're not. You're not. Because WWE still signed Brock Lesnar. Okay? 3 more years, buddy. He must not be that bad if they're re-signing him. I'm just saying. 100 Cole, baby. Who would you rather... Super chat, by the way. Who would you rather... Joe or Braun for the next champion? Honestly, I would want either one of them, but I guess Joe? But yeah, I'm here and he's not. And the crowd's not having it. They're tired of it. This is dumb. This has been dumb for a long time. And now we've reached a point where it's like, enough of Roman Reigns. Enough of this experiment. I don't care anymore. Screw Roman Reigns. For real. Like, it's time we be done with this character for the time being. We need to go in a different direction. And to make matters worse, here comes Samoa Joe. So, Roman Reigns talks about how he's going to fight Brock Lesnar. He doesn't know the story. He doesn't know the reason why Brock Lesnar got rehired. But the fact is, you keep putting him against Brock Lesnar, he'll become champion one day. Anyways, Samoa Joe comes out, and Samoa Joe proceeds to have a golden microphone moment. So first off, welcome back, Samoa Joe. This man, this wonderful human being, gets a massive pop from the audience first off, because it's freaking Samoa Joe. But he picks up that microphone, and he proceeds to dismantle the fiber. Dismantle the very being. I can speak English. Dismantle the very being of Roman Reigns. He undressed him. He belittled him. He straight up called him a failure. He got a failure chant directed at Roman Reigns. So, it's bad enough that Roman Reigns already has white heat. Now we have Samoa Joe just stirring the pot and calling him a failure. And he's right! And see, the thing was, I'm assuming the thing was this was supposed to give Roman some sympathy and make Samoa Joe the heel. Roman Reigns doesn't work with sympathy. What don't these writers understand about how to book Roman Reigns? He's not someone that's... He's not Daniel Bryan. He's not Rey Mysterio. He's not someone that can get sympathy. He's not supposed to get sympathy. He doesn't work with sympathy. It doesn't work with him. So you try to get him sympathy, it doesn't fly. Especially since you gave him four WrestleMania main events in a row. Nobody's gonna feel sorry for this guy. Nobody feels sorry for Roman Reigns. I don't feel sorry for him, do you? I don't. So, Samoa Joe's out there calling him a failure. And then he says Roman Reigns can't hack it as a legit player. Always complains when things don't go his way. And basically said everything we wanted to say. You seen my video, a certain video called What Fans Want versus What Corporate Wants about Roman Reigns? He said the exact same thing in this promo. He said the exact same thing. He said every time he fights Brock Lesnar, he will lose. He will get bitched out. He said it will happen again and again and again and again. And at Saudi Arabia, when he fights him at, that steel cage match, he said he will lose again, and then the very next Sunday, he'll be waiting for him at Backlash to put him to sleep. So there you go, Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns at Backlash. And he literally just spoiled the ending. Because the very next Sunday after that Saudi Arabia show, they're going to be in Backlash. So you're telling me that Roman Reigns is going to beat Brock Lesnar in a glorified... They're going to have Roman Reigns beat Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship at a glorified house show in a steel cage match. And then carry that belt to Backlash to defend it against Samoa Joe the very next week. I don't see that happening. But I will say this. That Samoa Joe promo was beautiful. That promo was magnifique. Look, I know Samoa Joe is basically the heel in this feud, but to me, he's the babyface. This was a face turn. Honestly, Samoa Joe turned face when he had that feud with Brock Lesnar. And he's been a face ever since, but officially, this was the face turn. This was awesome. I am ready for Joe to have his time on top. And I hope if they don't give it to him, he takes it. I am tired of these wrestlers coming in and sitting on the sidelines. I'm going to come in and be a good little company boy and do what I'm told. No, screw all that. This is a Shark Tank. You hear me? You are in the Shark Tank. Oh my God, these super chats are coming in like hotcakes right now. Give me a second. Hold on. Let me get to everybody. I'll get to you guys in just a second. You hold it right there. All right. This is a Shark Tank. Nobody in the company is going to give you your time. They're not going to give you a spot. They might, 1 in a million, but you need to take it. Samoa Joe, every single time he gets a microphone, every time he's inside the ring, he's lighting the world on fire. He's letting them know every time I'm on TV, I am the show. Every time I touch a microphone, you will listen. I have the golden hand. Every time I speak, I am mesmerizing you with my words. You know, this man is fire on the microphone. Every time Samoa Joe touches a microphone, it turns to gold and we all listen. That is power. That is a certain amount of respect that wrestlers don't have until you reach a certain level. Samoa Joe has reached that level, and when he talks, he's unstoppable. We are not ready for Samoa Joe. I don't think fans are ready for this man. They're not ready. WWE needs to shut the hell up. They need to get their ass together, and they need to realize that this guy is the man. This guy is the man. Okay? Samoa Joe, I give him, when's SummerSlam? In about 3 months? May, June, July, August, 4 months. Let's see where he is by SummerSlam. I'm gonna hold my statement for now. By SummerSlam, I'll know. Because, and this is how I'll end the review. I see 2 men. In terms of Raw, SmackDown's a different story, but in terms of Raw, I see 2 men who can come in and just take over. One of them is Samoa Joe. The other guy is Ambrose. As a heel. If Ambrose comes back as a babyface, you can forget about it. Okay? Then it'll be Samoa Joe, Bobby Lashley. Or Samoa Joe, Bobby Lashley, and Braun Strowman. But Ambrose as a heel and Samoa Joe, both of these guys have the potential to just take over everything. Okay? Ambrose as a heel could be the shot in the arm WWE needs. So be ready. Be ready to see what the hell they do with Samoa Joe and or Dean Ambrose. Because these two are going to take the world by storm. I hope Samoa Joe gets around with that belt. Bobby Lashley, Samoa Joe, heel Ambrose. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. That's legit. That is legit. Okay. Super chats. Here we go. Mr. Paul Jackson, 1988. Sadly, Reigns will win the title in a steel cage in Saudi Arabia, like it or not. Because Vince doesn't care what the fans want. All he cares about is fans cheering his man. So you think this is what Mr. Paul Jackson is saying. They're having this match in Saudi Arabia because they feel like those fans will cheer Roman Reigns. That's what your logic is. And honestly, that's not bad logic. That sounds like WWE. NHP 2012. AOP with Jinder Mahal. That I'm not even going to waste any time with. I'm going to skip over you, sir. I am going to pass over that super chat. Thank you for that. I'm not giving you any more time. That's a horrible idea. What's wrong with you? That is horrible. My goodness. But yeah. This is my vision for Raw. We're either going to get a dominant reign with Samoa Joe, or we're doing a reign of terror with heel Ambrose. My question to the live chat, so I can get some interaction going. Who would you have? If your options are heel Dean Ambrose and a dominant Samoa Joe, who would you have? Heel Dean Ambrose, dominant Samoa Joe. Who would you have? So let's go to live chat, see what they say. We got Isaiah Harris, heel Ambrose. Hashtag crazy Ambrose. Hashtag John Moxley. That's crazy, man. I'm assuming that Joe and Ambrose will be on Raw. Post-draft, of course. Joe might go to SmackDown. I didn't even think about that. Even better. Okay. But yeah, absolutely. Okay. Zed Phoenix said both. Nope, you can't have both. Gotta pick one, buddy. Ajax, heel Ambrose. Pac-Man, Ambrose. Mike, Joe. Chemo, Embryo, Joe. Lots of Joes. We got Beat Jr. saying heel John Moxley. It's a lot of people choosing Joe, though. He has a lot of Joes. We'll have to see. Again, I'm assuming Joe stays on Raw, but if he doesn't stay on Raw, goes to SmackDown, we can have Joe on SmackDown and then Ambrose on Raw. That works too. Joe this year, Ambrose next year. Heel Ambrose, man. Heel Dean Ambrose is going to take over. I can't wait for them to give Ambrose that run as a heel. That is gonna be crazy. I hope they don't hold it off like they did. Here's what I hope they don't do. When Ambrose returns, they need to instantly turn him heel. Don't do what you did with Rollins. Bring him back as a heel when he should have been a babyface, and then wait very long to turn him into a babyface, and then lose his momentum, and then wait 2 years to get it all back. Don't do that. With Ambrose, to me, the time to turn him heel will be the night he comes back. That's the time to turn him heel. And then let him go. Just watch him take off. My lord. My lords. Alright, we got a lot of people saying Joe. So as of right now, based off the live chat, more people will be interested in a Samoa Joe reign than a heel Ambrose reign. We'll see what they say when Ambrose returns soon. We'll see what they say. So, guys, I love you. Thank you so much for joining me for this review of Raw After WrestleMania. We got a lot more to talk about. We got SmackDown tomorrow. We got NXT Wednesday. 205 Live as well. So stay tuned. Again, subscribe. Like me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Check out everything down below in the description box. And like the video. If you watched all of this podcast, if you watched it all, hashtag I watched it all right after this goes up. Show it some love. But this was a very fun episode of Raw. I look forward to seeing what they do tomorrow night on SmackDown. Especially since we're going to get a heel Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, and by the way, if you happen to go back and cut out the rant I did for WWE calling fans bizarre, please send it to me. Please do. Super chat from Mr. NHP 2012. It actually makes sense. Akeem parents are Punjabi. Really? I didn't even know that. People saying, yes, I did. I did talk about the main event. I talked about it earlier on in the show. I talked about Jeff Hardy, Finn Balor, and Rollins taking on the Mr. Raj earlier on in the show. It was a fun match. It was what it was. Nice spots and everything. I want to be sure I didn't miss any other super chats. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it, everybody. So, love you. I'll catch you guys tomorrow night for SmackDown. This is your boy, X-Man signing off. Right here in your boy, X-Man's World. I'm out. Peace.